ready a little bit. Alright. It is the evening for Granblue Radio number 233. This is July 1st, America time, July 2nd, Japan time. We've got a lot to cover. There was a pretty big end of June that we have to cover here. As mentioned, there was a July choreograph that we have to worry about. And, oh my god, alright.
What? It's Anime Expo.
It was going to be Anime Expo, and so DJ is behind me as if he was at Anime Expo wearing his Anime Expo costume. You guys can hear him, I take it?
It should be. Yeah, I see my waveforms growing.
Alright. Look, when I said that it was the end of the slow times in Granblue Fantasy last week, I really meant it. There's a lot that's just happened, so we're going to jump into it rather than just dilly-dally around. So this is Vibrating Sheep.
This is DJ.
And we're just going to get into this right now. So, the first thing that happened that was big news, the next steps of Transcendence came in. So let's just get ready and get to these. So, did you bother transcending any of these, DJ, or are you waiting for other ones?
I don't even have these the materials for these characters yet.
Alright, that's fine. So, let's go take a look at the Eternals.
2 new ones, Seofon and Eahta, have joined us.
7 and 8. So, alright. We have understood the pattern. Step 1, you get the new CA. Step 2, you get a new passive. A lot of these passives actually haven't been very good. Level 3, level 130, you get a upgrade to an ability. Mm-hmm. And so, we'll just go through that. Alright, number 7. Level 110. He increases damage cap.
That's nice. That's always nice.
For the entire team. By 15%.
Yeah, solid.
It's really good. It's actually insane. It's a crazy upgrade. And so I immediately went and uncapped him.
How many turns does it last?
Including the turn that it is done, it is 3 turns long. Given that this is Seofon we're talking about, it's always up. It has like maybe 1 turn of downtime.
Yeah.
Given Emblema. So his 120 upgrade, this is one that ended up with a lot of complaining on Twitter and in Reddit and in Discord. So you can't see it here because I don't have him at 120 yet. But what he does is his new support skill extends the length of time that you have a Fated Chain debuff to 3 turns, and it increases the amount of damage that a Fated Chain does from 1.5 million to 3 million.
Alright, that's pretty good. Especially in V2.
And so the thing is that it's only useful in V2.
And I mean, if you need this character to be upgraded to 120, I'm pretty sure you kind of need them in V2.
Like, V2 only represents 3 or 4 fights in the game, but the thing is that, like, 7 is so disgustingly good in all of the other fights in the game anyway that I'm just like, I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
Also, you also compare it across the board to the other 120s. Like, Onrei's level 120 upgrade is that he gets a 10k max fire damage cap put on him, which is actually a very small deal. It's like pretty bad until you get to 130.
Mm-hmm.
2's upgrade on passive is a increase to dodge based on debuffs, and you're just like, you're not going to notice that one.
It'll happen. It'll just happen.
3's is actually amazing. So that one is her triple attack and chaser when she's in red health.
Yeah.
That one's amazing. 4's is really good in content where he gets hit. That's the 1 turn cooldown cut.
Okay, most content that you're going to bring home. Oh, hard content you're going to bring him to.
I love the fact that his rating on GameWith is BSS until he's transcended. Then he's hell yeah, he's ASS baby ass. 5's is the reduction to damage over time effects, which only matters in Fedial. Everything else she will just take off of you.
Yeah.
And 6 is his extra dodge on a character that almost always has unchallenged or mirror image or both. Yeah. And so compared to that, 7's is it's very specialized. It's much like 5. And yeah, I mean, I'm personally okay with it. I know a lot of people were hoping for more, but it's like he does so much already. He does so much.
Remember when he was bad?
No, I don't remember when he was bad. I have never played a Granblue Fantasy where 7 is bad.
Exactly.
I mean, there were ones where he was like amusingly broken in the wrong ways. Like, remember when his passive affected anyone, including non-wind characters?
Yeah, he was in every team.
He was in every Unite and Fight team.
Yeah. I do like that we are long gone from hitting a skill every turn for him.
Yeah. And then so his 130 upgrade is Infinito Creare. We've actually talked about this, how it's like his worst skill because the 30% meter never matters.
You're usually like already at the meter.
As far as I can tell, Seofon exists in 2 states, which is 0 meter and 100 meter.
Yeah.
Like, there's very, very few times where he'll actually be able to hit Infinito Creare in order to join a chain burst or anything like that.
However, the 130 is really nice.
The 130 it adds 30% faded chain meter.
Once again, we're going back to it's only useful in V2.
Only ever useful in V2, but when it's useful in V2, it is amazing in V2.
That's literally 3 normal CAs in a row.
So, like, with a lot of teams, like, let's just say that you're doing a Beelzebub hit count thing, right?
Yeah.
So, let's just say that you're bringing, like, Robin Hood and Cow or something like that. And so you hit Robin Hood, you hit Cow, you hit Emblema. That is 36% or so.
Infinito Creare.
And then with Infinito Creare, you're up to 66. And then turn 2, you Cuore de Leone, and you have Faded Chain on turn 3. Well, okay, maybe not turn 3 if you really value the actual breaking of Chaos Caliber. So on turn 4, though, you have 100% Faded Chain.
Yeah.
And then you just build it up super fast from there as well. Like, you can just poop out Faded Chains. Now, the problem, as mentioned in chat earlier by Rodrant, is that his passive only extends the duration and not the number of hits.
Yeah.
So, if you've hit Infinito Creare after a Faded Chain to build the next Faded Chain, while the Faded Chain debuff is still on, then it wastes most of it, admittedly.
However, usually, that thing only lasts 1 turn in a normal circumstance.
They're kind of designing it so that you want to chain burst for at least 2 out of those 3 turns that you have Faded Chain on, though. So, like, I can see how you can make it last 3 turns, where you just do, like, Faded Chain, Cuore de Leone, Chain Burst, 7 Stars Brilliance, Chain Burst, Faded Chain, do it again, like Keelan.
I like his changes.
Yeah, I like this. The one thing that I'm curious about is, so he's got the standard damage cap at 110. 120, I believe, is special damage, CA damage cap up.
Correct.
The third one we need to find out about, because it can start using his sword shines like drum beats, in that it says that has a chance on him receiving a debuff if he has at least 1 sword shine, of eating a sword shine and veiling him. And it's like,
what is the chance?
We don't know. We don't know yet.
Correct.
If it is 100% though, holy cow. Because the only time it felt bad to play 7 was against Galleon if he got feared.
Yeah, because he couldn't build his meter.
He would just press a button and it would do literally nothing.
Now skill 2 will do damage.
I'm just talking about skill 1. It does literally nothing.
I mean, yeah.
It gives him 2 sword shines, I guess. And so, being immune to debuffs as long as he's not getting the snot beaten out of him it's a pretty good thing. It's pretty good stuff to have.
We'll find out what people's numbers find it. I don't think it's going to be 100% though.
Yeah, I actually don't know what Henri's chance of covering for the lowest health party member is either. That one's just really interesting too. But yeah, I mean, overall, I really like 7's changes. I don't I don't like disagree with people who say that the amount of effort it takes to get him to 120 isn't worth it. But then again, you know, I've taken 6 to level 120 and his 120 sucks. Like, his 120 sucks. Boost to dodge rate based on his Heavenly Howl. It's like, this character can't get hit anyway.
Well, you can't get hit. It just depends on the fight.
Is it 100% on on-rate covering for the lowest health character? So it's 100% there.
I mean...
Failures... Let's see, where is he? It's over here.
I would look it up on this computer, but I'm also on a touchpad right now.
It's fine. Yeah, failures is reduced damage taken from foes with forfeit. And the problem is that you can never rely on forfeit actually being on the enemy. So...
When it's there, it's nice.
When it's there, it is nice. Especially since forfeit overcaps on minus attack also. Anyway, yeah, like 7's 110 I put on one of the highest tiers for all of these characters.
Oh, yeah, the answer, by the way, is yes. It is to cover 100%.
Yeah.
3-star.
And then, yeah, so, like, I really like what they did to 7 overall.
Yeah.
8, a character who already had his issues in V2 addressed. So, and he also had one of the mightiest CAs in the Turtles roster. So they added boost to... it's not a boost. It's a 20% water damage cut that he gets on his CA. Yeah. All right, we're moving on. Anyways, so at 120, his boost is that he
chain burst spec.
Boost to chain burst specs, which I mean it's nice, but it's not something that you're ever going to really like plan for.
Yeah, usually you just let it happen regardless of anything.
Because like chain burst cap is the least useful of all of the pendulums on opuses. The only reason you ever do it is for its CA effect of doing a...
Nuke-a-ding?
No, I believe that it is the 10% meter to your team on CA. So, you know, it's like chain burst is like whatever. And then his upgrade at 130
Skill 1
is to Open Spirit, which says it now increases his special damage cap on CA. So the special, and he also has special damage cap as his 120, doesn't he? His 120 EMP.
Yeah.
And just that's hilarious to me. They're just like, all right, look, we know that we set these self-imposed caps on your damage in most fights at 6.6 million, or actually it's like 6 million. Now it's 6.6. Like there's a DJ Salt video which just says 6.6 million, 6.6 million, 6.6 million, 6.6 million. Like the CB boost is 80% damage, 50% cap. Yeah, 50% cap. It's fine. It will happen a lot, but it's not special.
You're not aiming for it half the time.
It just happens, especially since this is an 8 and he self-chain bursts if you let him. And then, yeah, so the thing that gets really interesting, though, is his 130 EMP.
Yeah.
Chance to cut his cooldowns on CA. Is it 100% at 3 stars?
I don't know.
If it is, that's really silly, because he has a drain on 5-turn cooldown. He has a meter drain and slow.
Yeah, you have to look up on GameWith or something.
I wonder if anybody's actually tested that yet. I didn't actually see anybody with a 130 Eahta yet. Let's see if GameWith has it. If it doesn't, then we'll just move on. It does not. So I don't know.
Alright, we'll find out maybe later.
We'll find out when someone gets into 130 and does a lot of testing. But this is a character with really short cooldowns, and being able to shorten the cooldown on a slow is disgusting. Being able to...
a special slow.
A special slow, yeah, that sucks out, yeah. So, this character used to be awful in V2. Now he works! And sometimes he might just be... If he works on Belial and gets to, like, do the special suck every 3 turns.
I thought special suck doesn't work that well on Belial, though.
It also, does 6/6/6/6 damage to your entire team, admittedly.
Yeah.
It would still be really funny, though.
Please list off the Earth healers that will help you in that fight.
Lena.
That's true.
Lena.
That character came out 2 weeks ago.
Chicken, if you're really, really lucky, like really lucky, and somehow don't get skill sealed on anybody when they have full drum beats.
Alright. Yeah, so you're making a bot. That happens like, what, every 12 turns?
No, it's not in Belial. Look, fine, it makes him great at Beelzebub, okay? Beelzebub.
There you go.
Let's go to Beelzebub. We're going back to Beelzebub, friends. No, but 8s is one of those that I think I will put an incomplete on because the whole picture isn't there yet.
I mean, we'll find out in August, right?
August is when we'll see what's happening at 140 and 150 for everybody.
Yeah, and also we'll get the last 2 characters.
9 and 10, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this one I will put it incomplete on, but 7 I really like. 8... Yeah, we'll see in 2 months. I know people who are working on 8 just for the special cap up and stuff like that. Those are perfectly legitimate reasons to level up 8, honestly. Alright, so that's the 2 Transcendences. That happened last week. Let's go on to our next topic, which is... Hold on, let me inhale a little bit here and just get the whole full name ready because of this light novel stuff. The time a 37-year-old former Imperial soldier got his life in order by awakening to the greatness that is Saunas has started.
Ah, yes.
Also known as a 37-year-old sauna awakening.
That's the short, you have to shorthand your title somewhere, like all the other ones.
Yeah, I was calling it OG Sauna, but some people were calling it Moto something or other. Anyway, the point is, so this event is doing a few things that are new. So number 1, they decided not to give us a summon. They were like, okay, this doesn't really make sense or something, and we're just going to give you quartz instead. Just straight up quartz. The only thing that you miss out on is rainbow prisms from doing this, from reducing them.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them taking the summon out. I'm a little sad because I like the art on a lot of these things. But, I mean, I'm sure their data says that nobody uses any event summon that is not like... Nobio.
Who you can't break anyways.
I think people use Gyu as a home skin.
But you don't need him to... you don't need him actively in order to home skin him, though.
Yeah, so it's one of those things kind of like event SRs that they've realized, well, they knew for a long time that people don't use it. And so they're just like, alright, we're cutting to the chase. The question is if they're going to stick with this, because, I mean, it's an excuse for them to stick art into the event whenever they can in other like events, like when they did the Atomic Gods for Home Sweet Moon and stuff like that. So I'm curious to see if this continues to be a trend or if this is like an occasional thing they can put in their arsenal.
We'll see. We need more data.
Yeah, Triage in chat says Golden Pina has its uses. It has use. It has one use in the Tower of Babel, as far as I know. And every once in a while, I tell people to bring Robomi Rocket to things because they don't have a Dispel.
There's alternatives to that, though. Isn't that right, Dom?
Yeah, you can 5-star your Lumi.
What was the other one, Dom?
Crossing somebody else's 5-star Lumi.
No.
You want me to actually bring it up? All right, yeah. Fine, I'll bring it up. Let's go to my profile. Let's go to my fire summons. Hey, look, it's Lonesome Dragoness. Who would have thought that this thing dispels? I haven't needed to use this in years. Because, once again, if you need a dispel these days, you don't need to bring Robomi Rocket. You ask for someone's 5-star Lumi.
It's 100% now, and not a chance.
Yeah, I used to use Bellringer Angel, but then sub auras became too common. Yeah, I mean, it's like there's too much stuff for summons now.
There's only 5 slots. There's only 5 slots, and one of those are main.
And like at least one of them these days is an Arcarum summon. If you happen to have your Archangel, you will bring in your Archangel. Sometimes you use 2 of your Arcarums.
Galleon,
Now you have Galleon. Like they're sitting out the Galleon series. Yeah.
I have my fire one.
So I understand why they're doing this. It's a lot of effort for very little like usefulness as a player. But meanwhile though, the event weapons for this one are just like
really good.
Beautiful. It's a freaking bundle of birch branches that you hit yourself with in a sauna.
Yeah, that happened in Chapter 5. It's pretty sick.
And it's a freaking... Hold on. I need to do this. This is actually my favorite event weapon of all time now.
Remember the time when they went into the cold? It was great.
Like, hold on. Let me go skin this real quick.
Oh, you're putting in the bunny calf?
Yeah, is it wind? I think it's wind, right?
It's SR.
Alright, so let's see here. Let's just go to the SRs. I just want to see it. Let's see here. So it's wind, SR. Where are you, friend? There we go. Whoop, hold on. I have to do it on something that's not skinned. One moment. One moment, please, everybody. That's the wrong one. Oh, Jesus. We'll get to that one next week. Yeah. Classes. Outfits.
Original.
Yeah. Let's just go to Assassin. Alright, so let's try this again. Curse you, schoolboy outfit. So let's go take a look at what this is. Because I actually haven't looked at it yet. How do you hold this? Oh my god! You hold it by the ear? I'm dying. Alright, anyway. Alright, so let's go talk about the other thing that this event gave us, which is new, which is the...
We're going to do the quiz show, by the way.
What was that?
We're going to do the future quiz show.
Oh, man. We're adding that to the What Weapon Is This quiz show? Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's go to the token draw, and let's talk about golden gifts.
Alright, so you actually did your draws, right?
I did 3 of them. The 4th one has not come in yet.
Okay.
Because I go slowly on these events these days. I pace myself.
So what are in these gifts?
Alright. So these are essentially scratchers again. So the default, there's 4 golden gifts in the first 4 boxes. And then if anybody is digging to boxes 5 through 20, there's the lower ranking silver gifts, which have less things in them. So items received from golden gifts. So I've gotten so far the 3 bronze moons.
Okay.
15 half elixirs and 45 soul berries.
Okay, so expected.
All as what you have expected. Meanwhile, over in chat, we've got one person with 6 draw tickets from 2 of the gold boxes. Like that's the good result.
Yeah.
There's a slight chance of sunlight and Damascus for you to post on Twitter and just get people mad at you.
Oh, I don't even post those in the first place.
Yeah. There's Damascus grains, crystals.
Crystals are nice.
Yeah. 1 earring. 1 earring is kind of a sad result these days. I'm just like, oh man, I could have had bronze moons. Weapon plus marks and EXP cups. EXP cups are a pretty nice bonus if you're low on them, it's very easy to be low on those cups these days.
Yeah, last time I ran out was last anniversary. Yeah, it was their anniversary.
But if you need to do things like build up I had to build up another Opus from level 1 to level 200. That is expensive.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
Especially since we're not at bonuses right now.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, this is... I feel like this is what it is. I don't think that they'll do this one that often. I think this is sort of like a... I do wonder if this is going to become a regular thing, but I don't know.
We'll find out next event.
We will find out next event. And then silver gifts. So these are the lower level ones. You get Anima, you can get Astras, you can get An Idean.
You get Saphir Stone.
You can get Saphira Stones or Saphira Stones. Saphira Stones. It's 2 of them.
That's really nice.
Hazes for people who are haze gated in Arcarum.
I hate the fact that it's all IDNs.
It's just one IDN and there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
It's like there's a maybe 1 in 10 chance of it being useful to you. The one that you care about right now.
If I do Arcarum, I get 1 in 3 for doing a fight most of the time.
Yeah. So anyway, gold gifts are a cool idea. I wonder how long they'll have, like, in terms of legs. Is this going to end up being like missions, or is it just going to be like scratchers where people just get mad and stop? I'm very curious.
We'll find out. Regardless, people are still going to do their first 4 boxes.
The first 4 boxes you can basically get by doing the dailies. Like, you essentially get the first 4 boxes by joining impossible raids and poking them. Like, how many times a day? 5 times a day. And it's just like, you'll get to the end of the 4th box, because that's what I do.
Yeah. Oh, nice Medion.
But anyway, so the other thing I want to talk about with this event, I'm just going to reload until we get it. Hold on. There we go, we got him! We got him on the first try, boys.
Which one? That's Zex, right?
That's Zex. So everybody who's gone through this event and actually, like, didn't just skip has looked at Zex and gone, wait, that was under the armor?
Yeah, dude, he has to be really bumping over all that armor.
But the people just, like, they're doing the which SpongeBob character is it? It's Squidward, isn't it? Oh no, he's hot!
Just imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot.
Yeah, that's right. Just imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot! I can't believe the 2 generic Empire soldiers we've been rare monster hunting have been hot grandpas. Okay, look. It's only Daryl who's a grandpa. Zex is still in the prime of his life, okay?
It's true. Although I can never accept the name Zex, by the way.
Because of, is it a Tails thing or is it a Gundam thing?
No.
What is it?
Million Arthur.
Huh, okay.
Zex is a really good character in that game.
I see. Well, in Japanese it's Zaseed, but yeah, I understand why it's Zex just because it's easier to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty much it for the 37-year-old Sauna Awakening. I found it a very enjoyable event.
Good read.
It was a good read, and it was the first introduction of an evoker in one of these monthly story events. So
yeah, I do like when we have these events and they integrate like different characters, because you realize that, like, Ayer has no idea what other characters are on this stupid ship.
He's like, I don't know who you are. I know who the famous people are, but who are you, old man?
Yngwie knows you.
Wait, Yngwie knows you? Oh, maybe you are cool. All right. So we move on. From that, we move on to It Is Premium Gala.
Woo!
I clicked on the wrong button. Premium Gala.
Welcome to Seasonals.
Welcome to Seasonals. We were promised a swimsuit character or a summer character at the end of the month by KMR. We got 2. They are Yukata characters. Who do you want to start with, DJ?
Let's go with Yngwie.
All right. We're starting with Yngwie. So first of all, I would like to note that his weapon is a bottle. It's a saber. We've had this before. This has precedent. Thank you, Lamretta. So now you can...
It's not a broken bottle, so that way it's not a dagger.
Yeah, so you can now dual-wield bottles, and they are different bottles. You can have the Bottle of Blossoms, and you can have the C'est La Vie as a Crusaor. That's actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, let's go back to...
What did your joke thing, what did Win need for skills in a grid?
Garrison?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Alright, so, Yngwie. This is Yukata Yngwie. However, when he gets to his uncapped form, the art actually is not even Yukata Yngwie. It's just naked. Everybody's just naked in the pool.
Yeah, it's Yngwie. It's
Delaford,
and also Seofon.
Seofon's in a towel though. He's the one in a towel. Everybody else is naked.
Yeah, he's not in yet.
And we were just laughing. It's just like, when will Cygames institute a just play naked tag? And it's like, we would have what, Melinda on there. Melinda's naked. Let's see here. Melinda is naked. Who is an actual literal animal?
Cat.
Young Cat is naked. That's true. I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay,
And
we can't make the tag then.
It depends, though, on how you consider Colossus. Do you consider Colossus to be naked?
That's armor.
But Colossus is the armor. There's nothing inside. Does that
Do
mean...
you know if there's anything inside?
Yeah, you're right. Alright, so anyway, let's go talk about these skills. So, do you have the numbers open, DJ, or should I grab them?
I'll find out if my numbers are correct.
Okay, so... Full Metal Buster, he gets CAs after he gets CAs in order to triple attack.
Guaranteed.
Is it one turn? Is it just the next turn?
It is the next turn.
Okay.
That's just understandable. That's in line with all the other guaranteed ones.
That's in line with the other guaranteed ones. Okay, so as with his water form, there's a lot of text built into his metal mode. So here we go.
Metal mode is the description of it. Of his support skill.
Yeah, so cool guy. So he goes into full metal mode for 3 turns out of... Is it 7?
7.
So 3 turns out of 7, he goes into metal mode. What was that?
At level 55.
Yeah. Okay, so he has 3 full turns of all sub.
Correct.
600% defense.
Correct.
Is his boosted buff resistance 100%? Is he?
Correct.
All right. His attacks are amplified. Is it 10% or is it 20?
30.
It's
Seraphic.
30. That's that might be a new high. It's pretty high. Does Dante and Fry height count as 1.5 naked? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see here. He has tanking counter for 5 hits total over those 3 turns.
It just says 5 hits. I don't know if it's...
It should be.
Yeah.
And he can't charge attack.
Which is important because he has amplified normal attack damage and his CA guarantees his triple.
Mm-hmm.
Although, you could just, do the CA first and then go into the mode.
Right. And so 3 turns of all sub is pretty good. There's a lot of ways you can use this. This can do pretty funny things when combined with the normal wind source of all sub, which is Katsulia.
Yeah.
And so you just are like, just live longer. Live longer, buddy. And you live at 1, continue all subbing. And by the way, so hold on. Which should be the name of an Yngwie Malmsteen song, come to think of it. I should have...
The research?
I should have...
It's probably an Yngwie song.
Yeah. Given how much this dev team loves Yngwie Malmsteen...
Alright, so I'm going to talk about Hold On while you're
Do it.
Up. Hold On. 5 turns at level 75. Does 480 damage to all foes and restores 20% of his HP, but it's actually capped at 1,500.
1,500 cap is pretty bad.
Here, however, Borderline 2, his second support skill, he will activate Hold On when he's below 50%.
So every turn that he's... it's not even 25% or below, which is common for these things. It's 50% or below. He'll heal himself for 1,500 and then do how much damage?
480.
That's a pretty reasonable number when you consider like how much wind packs in terms of extra skill damage.
And caps.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can just cast every turn.
Yeah, so he's... Let's see. Rodrant says he's the 4th Shavira character. Okay, so Shavira, Summer Alex... Is it Halloween Rosetta for the 3rd one?
Halloween Rosetta does do that.
Okay, so now this is the 4th one. All right. And yeah, I mean that's decent. Just there's a place for any character who at the end of their turn auto nukes. There are many ways to use that and take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So all right, Heaven Tonight, which is also, I did look it up. It's a Yngwie Malmsteen song. It's hit to attack. Is it 25?
25 on single.
So it's arrow rain.
Yeah.
It has a blind.
Yeah, that's always useful.
And
especially in the current raids.
And it has accuracy down.
2 turns.
So 2 turns of accuracy down is... I mean, it's a reliable way to get what you need to spend a lot of meter on Urias for. The thing is that Urias gets to roll for this, like, constantly. But having it as a reliable thing to just press a button and get is nice.
That's nice.
So, I mean, I do like the tanking kit. It's gonna be hard to find, like, showcases for him. Everybody just wants to show off how Izmir works. Like, this guy, in terms of, like, how his combat works, is not sexy until there's an Earth fight that asks you to use this.
Until then.
And until then, let's see, your Earth fight is Galleon, and Galleon is designed in such a way where Full Metal Transformation, you use maybe 2 turns of it out of the 3.
You can't even take and counter most of the stuff.
Yeah, he just doesn't do anything to Galleon.
Galleon doesn't do anything to him for half the fight.
Yeah, it's true. You just don't do anything to each other. You just don't interact. Anyway.
At least Undying actually is indefinite until it's used.
Yeah, and he gets it back when he presses Full Metal mode, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 7 turns.
Every 7 turns he gets Undying. That's not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we go over to the one that's sexier. So, I mean, I enjoy...
What do you mean he's not sexy?
He's too sexy. And then we've got, like, Izmir over here. So, Izmir. Fire Izmir. So, we talked about this with Isaac, where they've been iterating on the Christmas Medion design. And so, this is an interesting take on the Christmas Medion design. So, Christmas Medion, for those who don't remember, only single attacks.
Unless he's in the car.
Unless he's in the car, and he has to get into the car by CAing twice. Isaac is allowed to triple attack.
He just doesn't do it often.
But he nukes after his attack, just like Medion does, and his nuke gives him 20% meter when he does it. So the way that Izmir works is she starts at 3 levels of flushed, and you have to get rid of her flushed in order for her to be able to multi-attack. So she has amplified normal attack damage. Is that 20%?
30.
30%? Okay.
Because why not? Seraphic still.
After she normal attacks, she gets a 10% charge bar boost, which is lower than Isaac's. And she does a fire nuke to everybody. Stop me if you heard this one before. Can't deal multi-attacks while flushed, so she has to CA 3 times in order to get there.
That's not bad as the merit.
It's not so hard. And then she also has supplemental damage on fire CAs, specifically. So she's like a Galleon gun, a Fedial Spine, etc.
It's a 100k cap.
It is a 100k cap, and that's a little sad when you consider that's 500k or so on, like, the... what's the name of the bow again? The Chef Malice bow? That one.
Yeah, but then you put it in perspective of this is not a grid spot.
This is not a grid spot. It is actually just a character, and it stacks.
Yeah.
And then, amplified damage against wind foes, which is what her water version has. So, if you want to sacrifice 3% amp on your team, then you can take out your Seraphic and do something else.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Some people will accept that trade in order to get something else in there.
Grids are busy.
Grids are super busy. Alright. So, with that in mind, whenever she CAs, she does unworldly fire damage.
But it's positive this time because she already starts with the merits.
Yeah, so it is unlike every other unworldly CA, there is no demerit to it. She starts with it. She starts with the negative effect already on her. It activates her Steam Flow buff, which is 10% meter to everybody.
Correct.
Fire attack up, stackable.
10% up to 50.
It's
there.
It is there, and it's permanent. And is it undispellable?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
That'd be too good.
Yeah. It stacks up to 50%. 50% isn't bad. Boost of fire allies is critical hit rate.
70% chance for 30% crit.
70-30 it's fine.
That's standard.
So it just means, though, that this is going to be, like, up a lot. Like, a lot. Then she's got her nuke, which is Permafrost, which is defense down.
15% defense. On a single.
Fire defense down.
20%.
So 35% defense down on her own. And then debuff resist down.
10%.
Debuff resist down is always one of those things that's handy to have when it doesn't cost you, like, a full character slot.
Or or an entire slot by itself on your main character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also.
Icy Smile. So Icy Smile does the following things on her: crit, which is what's the numbers on Icy Smile crit?
Scrolling down now.
All right. Is it another 70/30?
100% chance for 20% crit.
Okay. So she can guarantee crit. She can do more CA damage
50%.
and CA damage cap.
3%.
And it can't be removed. It's up for 5 turns out of 9.
And when she's not flushed, so when she gets rid of when she's done being handicapped, it affects everybody.
So she can give the entire team uplift. She can give the entire team crit, 50% CA damage, and 30% CA cap up.
Did we say what the uplift percentage is?
Is it 10 or is it 50 more?
20.
It's 20% uplift?
For 5 turns.
Yeah, so in a very long fight where she CA'd 3 times and you've hit turn 9, or you use a Keelan, which normally is ready on turn 12, so let's not talk about that one. When you reach turn 9, this character becomes absolutely crazy pants support.
Feed her meter. Just keep feeding her meter.
Just keep feeding her meter and then hit Ice Rapture either at the beginning and just accept that you're just going to be there for everybody on turn 9, or you can just wait, keep feeding her meter, and then when she's gotten down to 0 flush, you just hit this button.
Yeah, something we talked about last time. You know a character who can feed her meter?
Anila.
Rockham.
That's another. That's a good answer.
Yeah. Literally.
Tsubasa.
Yeah. Hey, he's a pretty good character, except we're listing.
Yeah. So yeah, like this entire package is built for really long fights or one-turn fights. So she can just
do both.
She can do both.
Okay, no los dos.
Yeah. She doesn't do medium length and she doesn't do like super hard, but you know, this is a good niche to fall into. She can do one-turn stuff really well, and she can do like long attrition fights really well, where she just turns into one of the best buffers possible and turns your entire team into like a she just feeds your entire team insane amounts of meter starting on turn 9. I mean, you know, you look at a character like freaking Summer Monkey, and it's along the same lines. They're like, you know, here's a character that's designed for really long fights. Go crazy.
Yeah, you start with a quote unquote buff that's actually a debuff on you.
Which one, for Monkey or for?
Yeah, for Monkey.
Yeah. They're just saying, yeah, and start on turn 10.
Turn 10, everything's go wild. Everybody meter. Everyone CA.
Yeah. All right. So that was June. We have now covered June. Because it is July 1st here in the States, and then it was July 2nd. It's July 2nd in Japan. We have a choreograph. There's a whole lot to cover in choreograph, like a lot. And we're punting that to next week.
Too much.
Because there's too much, and I don't want DJ to just die here.
I mean, I'd be dying in Washington instead.
Yeah, I mean, but you're sitting in a place that is not air conditioned at the moment and wearing a kigu.
I mean, I took part of it off.
Anyway.
I have to put pressure.
All right, so we're just quickly going to cover the schedule for July and a couple of things that are happening in July, but we're not going to cover like the meat and potatoes of choreograph.
I'm gonna put one comment in. As we said earlier, Galleon's in. That's cool. He does elemental damage for a call.
Yeah, and he does the skill boost. We talked a lot about this when Wilness came in, so I feel like we've covered the subject for Galleon.
It's the same subject, so copy paste over to Earth.
Yeah, now in Earth. All right, so here's what's coming in July. So we've got Proving Grounds, which is wind favored. They're bringing back the Dagger Peak and the Dawn's Rising.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Capra Summer Chronicle comes back on the 14th. That comes with the... so on the 14th, the Sushi Chef skin for Gran and Jita will go on sale. It is not free. It is for pay.
It's been a while for a skin.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where it's like, I think them introducing it at the same time as a popular free skin is a good decision for them. Like, people will complain that the sushi chef was is for pay, but they say that it has some really cool animation, so we'll see what happens with that. July 14th, also Sandalphon's Server of a Sublime Brew skin will go back on sale. So for those of you who want Sandalphon as a barista, you've got it.
Yeah.
Then we've got after Kappa Summer Chronicle. We've got Unite and Fight.
Oh, everyone's favorite event.
We're skipping Unite and Fight until it's almost Unite and Fight. And then we've got another story event coming.
Oh, so the normal.
Yeah. And then the 25th, we also get Vikala's, Blooming Summer Maiden outfit. I have both of these. Let me just go look up its name again. The great thing about having a Vikala skin is that her name is alphabetically late. So it's easy to look up. Blooming Summer Wallflower. Got it.
And we also are supposed to get Couture at the end of the month, right?
Yes. So Cow is also getting her yukata at toward the end of the month.
Yay.
So yeah. It's going to be an exciting month, DJ. All right. But like I said, we are punting all of Choreogra information to next week, so we'll talk about weapon skills there. We're going to be talking about uncaps and like how much characters needed uncaps. We'll talk about EMPs when they come out, which is going to be later in the month. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about. We're not going to try and slam it all into one episode and keep everybody here for 90 minutes. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this week then. So next week we will talk about all of the upcoming changes that they have coming to the party screen. So this thing's changing a lot. Like this thing especially here. This screen, it needs to. Well, actually no. This is from just mastery bonuses.
That's mastery.
It's this screen that needs to change the most, and this one's going to change a lot.
What? No, go to the character.
Go to the character and then the boosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is definitely changing a lot. This is going to actually be useful.
I see a lot of words and I don't understand half of them from over here.
I don't understand them and I actually have them in my grid. Like, I can describe them to you, but I cannot show you the graph. So anyway, DJ, once you're back in Washington, it'll be a short episode next week. Very short. Pretty simple one.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to your face because you're sitting behind me, all right? I've literally not lied to your face.
You're not looking at my face.
Exactly.
Wow.
And with that, everybody, thanks for joining us. See you next week. And as a reminder, let's see here. What's the usual outro? Follow us on Granblue_EN, except that most of you probably do already. Thanks for joining us for those of you who are on YouTube. Thanks for those of us who joined. Thanks for those who joined us for the Comfy stream. That was a
fun one.
That was a really fun one. It makes me really excited for what the summer stream is going to end up being like. Graphs, stats, shenanigans. Shenaniganery is what I'm looking for.
My favorite parts are the graphs, though.
I love the shenaniganery because the shenaniganery gives me room to breathe and I don't have to tweet all of it on the account.
That's fair.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll be back next week and we'll be talking about a whole lot of numbers. Numbers.